Good morning, y'all. We're going to have a morning chat right quick and address a few things. Nothing major on this end, but there's some people that need addressed really quick. So I figured we'd just do this really quick this morning because I will not be doing like actual content today. So we're going to have a little quick discussion about some things. Good morning, y'all. Holy shit, there's a lot of you in here really fast. So let me see. Hey, Helen, Dreads for Life. Handmade with Love by Dawn. Lurker, Freeside, Penny for Your Thoughts, Running Bear, Fit and Curvy. You'll break out. I'm going to get through it way faster than I thought. Liz H, Dimple Duck, Zoya, Shelma, Wood Drake, Sparrow, Miss Britt. Okay, y'all, we're just going to have a quick discussion right quick because chaos has ensued. So, couple quick things. There was a few questions that I got. A lot of people didn't know who Terry Lynn was. So, I should have clarified what was going on and why my reaction to her was so strong, and some of the people that knew in the comments what was going on. But I realized after quite a few, like, who the heck is that? A lot of people, even, including my mods, didn't know. Some of them didn't know who she is. She is a creator who has been involving herself in this Sebastian Rogers case. So just to kind of clarify some of that, she has been, I guess this is where it's so weird to me. She is very team Seth. She did, I wouldn't even say it was an interview the other day with Chris. It's behind a members paywall. It's members only content, but the way she berated him, I watched it on another channel actually. Um, it was horrifying to the way she berated Chris. Just, it doesn't matter if you like him, think he's guilty or anything. It was absolutely wild, wild, and we don't even know if Chris knew he was being recorded at the time or anything like that. So, just to clear up like any confusion of who she is not. She's not from the true crime arena. I think she's from the 90-day community, but she came into this one and just has created havoc. So that's who that is for anybody that was asking or wanting to know. She has a channel, but she's been doing all sorts of weird, questionable, in my opinion, stuff in this. And the way she spoke to, I don't care if a woman talks down to, like, I'm one of those ones that if a woman and a man, especially on the internet, like if your words, you can go back and forth, but the way she was demanding answers as if she was entitled to answers about it was just so weird. It was weird the way she overtalked him, the way she berated him. Anyways, all of that. So that's who that is. Why we're here this morning is because I've gotten quite a few messages over the last few days about some of the weirdest shit. Some weird comments. So we just need to address some stuff. Jay for Justice made a post today and said more searchers calling it quits for Sebastian Rogers. Who is scaring them off? And are they notifying law enforcement that something is happening? Hashtag Sebastian Rogers, or tagged CJ and narked divers. Thanks for all you guys do. Well, then she includes this post that says it's from Chris Busby. I have no clue who the hell that is. Due to misinformation and safety concerns, Me and my YouTube friends, CJ and narked divers, will no longer be searching for Sebastian Rogers. All leads from this point forward should be sent to the PIs or law enforcement. Sorry, but our safety has to come first. Holds, pause, wait. First of all, I don't know who this person is. All leads from this point forward should be sent to the PIs or law enforcement. Speaking of Terry Lynn was asking people to send her leads and she would forward them on to Seth. She has developed a relationship there. I just need to say to all of you people, nobody should be sending leads to anybody on YouTube. They should all be going through law enforcement. Nobody should be taking and funneling leads in a missing child's case besides law enforcement and the PI if you want to go that route. This is so freaking weird that they are saying, we have so many people saying all leads. That's where it should have gone to begin with. I don't know who this Busby person is, but I found out what misinformation has his life and danger and threatening them. He's trying to refer to me. I have no idea who this is, but this is part of CJ's tour, I guess, going on here. I have no idea who Busby is, period, point blank. I have no clue. None whatsoever. As far as my understanding with narked divers, just to clear that up too, I don't think narc has anything to do with any of these people. Genuinely, I think he is a legit searcher who volunteers his time and got associated with some bad dudes like Ronnie Wagner. That's it. I don't think narc had any comprehension of who these people were. That is my opinion on that, though. But I have not seen any proof to tell me otherwise. But what's happening, and I got messages, is CJ is running around to creators and others and his YouTube channel and everywhere else. And he's claiming that me pointing out his bad behavior and who he aligned himself with and wasn't transparent about, and they used YouTube and people's kindness out of their hearts to get down to, he helped Brothers Underwater Recovery get money and get situated. He absolutely did. You guys saw that. Like, I did not say anything that he didn't do. Everything we talked about was shown from his words. Driving by the homes, why Chris probably wrote that post and made the no trespassing comment. Those were all shown. So he now has got random people all amped up thinking that their safety is in jeopardy. I don't even know who this Busby is. And narked divers is a legit dude from everything I know. Nothing to do with them. And we talked about that very clearly. Like, they were never included. So now we have people running around making posts that their safety is in jeopardy because of misinformation. I can't even remember talking about this Busby person. I'm so confused here. But then I'm hearing also that these people might have been working on behalf of one of the bio parents. I don't have a clue if any of that is true. Y'all, there is so much going on out here, but what I can tell you is, CJ, you need to stop. Seriously, because you're looking silly as hell. Anybody can watch the video I did and see exactly your own shit. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, the happy melancholist. Isn't that funny that you're in here right now? I think it was your comment that said has to be Contessa that was pinned. Quit backpedaling because it's not a good look. Again, that was already shown. And I think it was your comment that she actually pinned that it was referring to me. Don't try to rewind and backtrack now. We all heard it, y'all. We all heard it. Train wreck. That's exactly like, I don't even know what is happening here at all. And first of all, it's called FUPA, Happy Melancholist. And we have a FUPA cam and nobody cares. Do you need me to hear me say that? But we're going to get into Brittany in a minute. So you can just sit for a few more moments. But CJ is out here, like, now he's got people that I don't even know who they are. Like, oh, they're coming for us. Our safety's in jeopardy. Your misinformation is from CJ. CJ is responsible for CJ's behavior. That's it. I don't know who these other random people are. It's just getting weird. But trying to get other, like, what? I can't even make sense of this. Quite interesting. Okay, so then another thing that took off was, hold on. Now there's one of BJ's followers, which is how they move, and none of this bothers me, but Samantha Joy, who is in my comments section. Oh, Ellen, thank you for watching that. She did an incredible job on that documentary on JLR. Yeah, honestly, to tell you the truth, and that's why it's so disgusting that so many people promote him and use his misinformation to run with. Mark, I hope your mother-in-law is doing good. I just saw you in here too. There is so much happening, you guys. Like, all the different characters involved in this, their shady past. Like, Brothers Underwater Recovery is a problem. I don't know how people are, like, saying that they're not. That's another one that should not have internet access. Sex offenders, from my understanding, I don't know if it's differs in everyone's terms. I don't know how that works, thankfully. But last I knew, most sex offenders are not supposed to be on the internet. How Ronnie Wagner has a channel is beyond me. It must be, I was wondering if maybe his wife's name, maybe an LLC name. I'm not really sure. It's shared. It's shared in my community tab. I shared it last night. I think it's one or two down on the page. It's from Deets on the Streets. It's her JLR documentary from a year ago. This has gotten so ass backwards out here, though. Sorry, I lost my. Oh, now I'm reading these and I'm like, yeah, you guys are spot on. Hold on. Yeah, Crimson Fashion, 100%. Okay, hold on. Let me get through some of these. Make sure I'm not. The misinformation is a lot. Jersey Dolphins, I'm not trying to help. I'm not slinging mud. I'm correcting more bullshit lies from CJ. I love how Britney's people come over here and they think that they're going to, like, get somewhere with me. Happy Melancholist. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, you're so far removed from the reality of what is happening here. So since they want to talk about Britney, let's just get Britney over with. I have been hearing that there's some claims of CPS involvement from her. Okay. So this is, we'll tie these together. What? I have no idea what the fuck is even being said about CPS, her children. I don't even know shit about her, nor do I care to know anything about her personal life. I know she has children. You hear them in her thing. That's it. I would never waste resources. I think that's the most pathetic thing ever. But to try and, like, mix that into now, because I'm addressing the misinformation you're putting out here, it's nothing personal. But to try and levy that right now during this whole thing and try to make people think that I am somehow doing that or attached to or associated with people who've done that or anything, that needs to end. You completely are lying and misleading everybody. I would never freaking remotely call CPS on you. I said the other day that I'm sure you're a great mother. This is so fucking wild. The JLR doc, you guys, for those of you that haven't seen it, is in the community tab. It's shared. Oh, crimes in fashion. Yeah, there is a registered, yeah, who was out there on the ground searching for Sebastian. I did a video on it the other day. Brothers Underwater Recovery isn't, yeah, yep, yep, yep. You're just trying to correct the narrative. What narrative? The narrative that he ran with? The narrative that CJ ran with, that he put Lady Ladude? Cool. Like, what are you trying to correct? I don't know. Hey, Rockbit. Oh, Lord, Jersey Dolphins, please understand that this won't be the page for you. Your comments of, I'm no one's people, I'm a follower of Jesus's teachings. I try and see peace in everyone, and all this fighting is getting out of hand. I'm very, very comfortable with my demons. They tried casting out from the time I was like 7 on, anointing me with oil. So I don't need your Jesus teachings and your fake heal my soul. Thank you. But no, I am very okay with setting people who continue to involve themselves and lie and create havoc in active missing children's cases, telling them where to go. I'm very, very okay with it. So you're welcome to be here, but you probably won't like the outcome. Just a heads up. No, Happy Melancholy. She's talking about it in fashion that I don't know exactly what she's even referencing as far as her CPS call, but she's mixing in stuff that she's pissed about me with into this whole narrative. She's doing it intentionally. She's muddying the water intentionally. So she's mixing in what other people have done. Same thing she does. She lumps them all together. So she, instead of naming our names and specifically addressing us for what she's pissed at each and every one of us for, she's lumping us all in this thing. And people are starting to like, wait, is she claiming you called CPS? Is CPS involved? I have no idea when CPS was ever involved with her. I don't know her like that, nor do I care to. She is absolutely muddying the water intentionally to play victim, and that won't work over here because I don't do anything real life, period, point blank, end of story. You fuck with me to a certain point, yeah, you'll get a police report, absolutely, when you threaten my children and stuff like that. And if that's happening to her, she should do the same. There is no need to go real life into somebody's children and stuff like that. Like, she doesn't, calling CPS is such a waste of resources. So if that's happening, she needs to handle it. But I'm also saying this very verbatim. If CPS is called, that doesn't mean you need a lawyer fund. I mean, that's just reality, though. Yeah, Mark, absolutely. And the thing about it is he might not have even brought him. Let's say he didn't bring him in. It doesn't matter how they got involved. He actively, I'm trying to wait to see where he's going to head with this, but he actively knew like that there was a lot going on behind the scenes. There was a lot of speculation and stuff. And anyways, willingly to overlook a lot of stuff. Whiskey is doing great. He just breathed. Yeah, Narc. I don't know anything about Narc. Hey, Vic. Yeah, religious propaganda will just get you a quick whole lot of what the fuck. Probably not the person to try that with. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Jersey Dolphins. I don't have the give a shit for Jesus teachings today, tomorrow. You are free to believe in whatever you want, but this is the trash evangelist shit that I can't stand for anyways. Yeah. Right, the happy melancholist, but from what I gather now, she did remove a couple of live streams, so I can't tell you exactly what was said in those live streams. From what I understand, she's mixing me in with a bunch of people that she's had issues with and saying that they're my group, when in reality I know these people because of being in my chat or seeing them in other people's chats or have had conversations. I have no personal anything with all these people. So she's doing that intentionally because there's so much confusion about that. with the CPS calls and what she's talking about and what she's referencing. I don't know if it's an older CPS call that she's referencing, but to even attempt to like mix me in at the same time, or she needs to be very careful because I would never do that. In fact, I came on this app having somebody accuse me of calling CPS on them 211 times. 211 times. That exact number. That's how many times supposedly I called. I've never called CPS on anybody but myself. And that was for resources for my kids. Like, whoa, these people are crazy when it comes to shit like that. And that's something that I won't play with today, tomorrow, or any other day. Same with CJ. I have not said anything that would put your safety in jeopardy. You've been claiming that you needed protection. Everything was for your protection before I even started reviewing you. Make it make sense. And now having other people pull out because of misinformation and safety concerns. What is happening? Penny, I think she did. I think she put it on members only or privated it. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay, is there any other questions that need to be addressed? Because that's where this is all coming from. CJ's misinformation and crybaby BS. Brittany lumping us all together and bringing up something about her kids are being threatened. That would never happen. If you think somebody's associated with me, ask me. Come to me and ask me. Flat out. Even though I don't like you, I will absolutely straight up tell you yes, no, indifferent. I have no give a shit. And if anybody questions that, you haven't been here long enough. I use your own words, what happens on your own panel, to highlight the misinformation that you put out in these cases, the bullshit that you sling, the personal attacks that you attempt to take to discredit and discard all of your current behavior. That's what I point out. I could give two shits less about all your guys' personal lives. That's not here nor there for me. Never has been. I don't play games like that. Never have. In fact, that has been done before. I hope you guys know you're walking down a road that has been done. I've had all of this done to me. Every single bit of it. All the manipulation, the try to emotionally manipulate, try to lie. I've been down this road. It still happens. It still happens with that same one of the same group. Hey, chap. Yeah, absolutely. Chico, did you hear what I said? I'm sorry. You guys were all confused about the Terry Lynn situation. Terry Lynn has been, I noticed you guys didn't know. I felt so bad when I realized, and I got a couple comments. Who is this person? Like, what?
You want to show them the kitty when I wake him up?
Yeah, in a little bit.
Feeding him.
Okay. Terry Lynn was from the 90-day community, and she has now decided to do true crime, and she has been involved in the Sebastian stuff. And she did an interview the other day. Not really an interview. It was more like a berating, bashing session. It was terrible, like horrifying. We don't even know if Chris knew he was being recorded. But she put it on a members only paywall, and the entire thing, like, she didn't want a conversation. It was just pure intentional berating. Like, it was horrifying to listen to because she's Team Seth. She's pro Team Seth. She's been out there, you know, she's local to the, it's weird, but that was what was going on. Sorry, I confused even my mods with that shit. Everybody was like, what is Becky talking about? I know, Chico, that I felt bad because I didn't give. Normally, I give a backstory of like why these people frustrate me, and I realized I didn't even give one. And I was like, oh, I can't do that to even my mods. I'm out here just chewing people out. Anyways, yeah, there's it's so weird, crimes in fashion. It's so weird. And let me address a few people that have decided to commentate and like, I don't know what's going on with this either. If you guys have questions, please ask away. I will answer them. Like Happy Melancholist has been asking questions, and I'm good with answering those. So Samantha Joy from yesterday, for those of you that were in the chat yesterday, and Samantha was like off on track. I still don't understand what the point she was trying to make. Anyways, she left a comment and said, This was this morning too. Just an FYI, your channel has been reported to YouTube and is being investigated for harassment, hate speech, and bullying. Maybe you should reconsider your day job. First of all, Samantha, just so you are aware, this is not a job. This is a hobby. This is a hobby. Um, I am. Hey, Nico, Kat. Hey, Jen. Like what, Samantha? Um, what do you want me to say to you? You know, you guys are pissing a fit over my video on Brittany and CJ. My video from yesterday got more views than that video did, and it really had nothing to do with either one of them at all. Not one bit. So while Brittany's taking credit for building my channel and sending all of her people, or her people are coming over here trying to like white knight for her, you guys might want to realize I'm not even focused on her. You probably don't want me to focus on her. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, okay, you want me to be scared and take down the content? Like, what? The video you reported is in the green. I monetized it afterwards. After I got done live, that's what I always do, is I monetize them after, and they're in the green. Just kind of letting you know. So if it's safe for advertisers, I mean, there's that. But even if it wasn't, I haven't cared ever. I'm going to continue to stand against misinformation and lying. That's it. I don't understand. Oh, cult leader? I'm a cult leader now. Oh, shit. I've been accused of being worse things, I guess, in my life. Cult's pretty up there, though. Cult leader is pretty top of the line of things I don't want to be. But, I mean, hell, whatever. Yeah, telling the truth is now bullying. Yeah, crimes and fashion. It's quite interesting. I see a lot of you are here. Ask your questions now. Please feel free, because I really want to get this straight for the last time. Like, I'm correcting. There ain't nothing you're getting from me behind the scenes. There ain't nothing. People can tell you I don't even answer my fucking emails. I don't have time. And I'm not messing with your real lives. And I'm not making threats to make these search teams pull out. Like, CJ did what CJ did. How it's affecting all these other. Okay. Teresa, you can email me. I am terrible about it, but I will try to get to some of it. I just have a lot to do. Oh, enter channel name here. See, I don't have anything like that. For me, there's nothing. I can't tell you any certain personal story of hers whatsoever. I just can't. But I refuse to be. If she's going to use like her frustration to like victimhood herself, if she wants to do that, go ahead and do that. But make sure you're very clear and separate out who you're accusing of what, because I didn't even know Dietz and her were one time. I didn't know she had friendships with these people. Like, I didn't know she was friends with Voices, Dietz, Queen. I had no clue about any of that shit, and still don't, nor do I care. Like, I'm so confused when she talks, because I don't know who she's even referencing when she throws, like, she told me the other day that I needed to go watch videos. She was like demanding, why aren't you calling them out for that? And I'm like, point me to the direction, like, show me these videos, let me see what you're talking about. I obviously haven't seen that. And then she couldn't do it. I asked repeatedly for it. So I'm as confused as some of you that I don't know who she's referencing. It's so fucking weird to me, all this shit. Dark Horse, and see, that's what I think is going on. Like, she's just trying to lump us all in. Like, I think she's still using your email situation, which you've already addressed. I think she's using that to kind of, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Vic, 100%. Wow, Chico. See, this is the shit that I don't. And my poor mods, like my mods aren't ever responsible. My mods disagree with me. We have all sorts of differing opinions. And my mods are because they're people I fuck with. And if they came to me and said, "Hey, will you do this different?" I would. These are people I respect. But they ain't responsible for what I say or do either. Like that shit just drives me nuts. Oh, wacky tacky creepy girl. I didn't know she was misgendering people. No, Dark Horse, you're okay, but I think that that's what is happening is she's trying to use that in some way, shape, or form. Hey, Pineapple Icicle Tree. I think she's using that and trying to like mislead by mixing it all in one section because I've been getting questions about like, and people from her community are just really amped up over the craziest shit. And I'm like, what? What are you even talking about? Okay, and another one, Queen Biatch. Queen Bitch for Life. You wanted some attention in my comment section, so here you go. So I'm not really sure what this is doing for you, but I guess it must have made you happy. Your comment was, maybe if your spaghetti straps wasn't so tight, your pre-brain might function. My spaghetti straps were obviously not tight because I almost gave the whole internet a titty flash when my strap fell down. But okay, that's factual speaking though. So you guys don't live in that arena. So look back to, yeah, they must be cutting off circulation somewhere, huh? Okay. You're a pathetic human being and you need to act your age. I'm 41 years old and sure as hell act like I'm 41 years old. I creak and crack and all the other things when I get out of bed in the morning. And I've lived long enough that I don't take to BS on the internet and think that it's just what we need to deal with. I do act my age, sometimes even older, actually. Sometimes I look like I'm 80, truthfully. Carrying on, I came on your channel one time and someone bought me a membership for what? It's called membership gifting. It's called shaking the bushes. It ain't that big of a deal. Like, really? That's a you thing. You must have membership gifting turned off. I think there's a way you can turn it off if you would like to. Sorry, you got stuck in the cabana. We don't want you there as much as you don't want to be there. Okay. Your channel is nasty and you're just so jealous because their channels are so much better. Um, 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 what do you say to that? The whole, like, we're not middle schoolers anymore. There ain't a fucking thing that I'm jealous of Brittany J. Let's be very clear. What? Or CJ? What? What am I going to be jealous of? Please. This is just so weird. That's not it. Okay. People are not obsessed and not jealous. Like, that is so weird. Is your life that miserable that you have to make it or try to make it their lives miserable too? No, my life is absolutely not miserable. Not at all. 100% not at all. This isn't misery. This is called passion. This is called victims deserve better. Period. Point blank. End of story. But if you want to say it's misery and that I want them to be miserable, if they're miserable, that's their own doing because all I'm doing is replaying their own words and highlighting what they're saying. Again, okay. You're really a piece of shit. Don't know how your husband stays with you. Once again, we're not technically married and we've been together for a long time and he loves me dearly and I adore him and love him to the end of the world. What's that got to do with it? He must be like you. Maybe if you had a real job, you wouldn't be jealous of these other channels. I do have a job. I don't know where that got lost in translation. Get a life, bitch. Toodles. Queen bitch for life. Do you feel better? We could have like therapy Thursdays. Maybe I should do a call-in show where you can call and tell me off and like release it, because it does feel good to get it out. It really does, doesn't it? It feels good to like tell somebody off and tell them no more bullshit. It is a release. Maybe I should do a call-in show where you can call the hotline and tell me your grievances. Nonsense will listen to all the nonsense. I mean, can you imagine? That would actually be fucking funny as hell. Let people call it and cuss me out. I would actually get a really big kick out of that, though. That's the sad thing. Anyways, folks are weird. That's that. Queen bitch for life is who that was. She wanted attention, so I figured I'd give it to her. She's in my comment section, just running her mouth to random people that are commenting. These people are exhausting. You guys are exhausting. You have no life. That type of shit. It is what it is. And yes, I'm that bitch that if you make stupid comments in my comment section or email me or I will absolutely show it. Your idiocracy doesn't faze me. Anyways. Yeah, Kyle's cool as hell. I know, Pineapple. I need to do that. I need to go through and do that. I should do it on one of their comment sections. Will they bring me up? Because it's fucking epic, actually. Hey, Janice. I know. Yeah, Sammy. Kyle's amazing. Right, Revival? I know. We would love it. That would be so fucking fun. Gina, my facial expressions are terrible. I mean, I would like therapy Thursdays, call and talk to nonsense and address your grievances. Complaint line. You are now calling the complaint line. How can I help you? I could even let Kyle take some of them. That would be amazing. Maybe we should do that. I think I'm going to do that one of these times. That would be fucking a blast. Yeah. Brett, the funny thing is Kyle is such an incredible human being. They always try to throw shade at him, and you should see his response. Well, he was fucking livid the other day with CJ. He was like, "What? What is that?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." And he's like, "I know you can handle yourself, but this shit," he's like, "they just think that they can just say whatever, you know?" And he's like, "You're still a woman." And I was like, "Yeah, but I can give it as well as I can. I can dish it out to you. I will. You all know that." And he's like, "Yeah, but still, you don't have to go." He could absolutely call you a B, a C. He's like, he doesn't have to try and like misgender you and insult an entire community of people because he's trying to make insults at you. He's like, he needs to learn that if he's pissed at you, be pissed at you. Don't try to like go at a whole entire community because he's so ignorant. And Kyle's right. Kyle's fucking right. Because I didn't take offense to the direction of his comments, but Kyle did. Kyle was like, "This isn't about you. This is about his obvious lack of acceptance and inclusion of other communities." He's true. It's true.
Can you come?
Oh my gosh. I did a retake of White Girls, the movie with Mallory and Molly. I used the White Girls skit. That was still my favorite video to do. I laughed so hard remaking them into the white chicks from their weekend getaway when Mallory went and stayed with Molly. Do you guys remember that? Oh my god. That shit. I still laugh about that video. I should do another one of those. That was the funniest shit. Mallory and Molly. I had so much fun. You guys really like, that's the thing. You people think I'm so miserable. You guys, my life is just like everybody else's. We have struggles, we have ups and downs. I have a ton of stress. I have a lot of real shit that goes on. I am all over hell and back. I have kids everywhere, animals everywhere. Like, I am far from miserable. This is called passion, and I don't stand for BS or lies. Like, you don't need to manipulate people or lie to people, or you don't need to do all this shit. It's not that hard to be a good human being. Really not. You don't have to come out here and rescue kittens and shit. I don't suggest that because it's really exhausting, but hi. Speaking of little guy, you guys want a kitty cam? Hold on. He's got to eat. So hold on. Let me dual back you. Okay, where's my camera? I'm on my iPad, so this is going to be funny. There it is. There she be. There you go. There's the baby. There's your kitty cam for the day. I have some cute videos I'll share with you guys. He's waiting on his food, so he's, of course, going to cry. But there's Whiskey. We don't know if it's a girl or a boy still. We thought it was a boy. Now we're not so sure again. We don't know. He's like, give me my milk, you crazy people. You crazy people. Feed me. Feed me. All right, there's the baby cam for now. I got to feed him, and then I'll show you guys again.
I can feed him while you film it.
Oh, he's so mad.
So you need to get out my damn way.
Toodles, the other one, passed away.
Go,
There's
Isabella.
hold on, let me shut that before. There's 4 more at the neighbor's house. She had a total of 6. One passed away. And then this is the other one that Mama rejected. Yeah, so
Okay, stop.
enter channel name here. I don't know anything about that, but I have absolutely been alerted to situations like that in the past. Oh, they'll tell us. Here, Seymour said they can sex it. Here.
You can't really.
You got to hold him the other way
not
and lift
going
his
to.
tail. Hold him with his butt in the air and lift his tail. Turn him. No, other way. Other way. There's a butt. There's a kitten butt. It's not Kiki's this time. We'll see. It's so hard to tell when they're this tiny. Yeah. Looks female to you? That's a, see? That's all we need is a 5th female. You've got a boy. See? I thought he was a boy too. But then I started second guessing, just like I did with Kiki. Looks female. We're all confused.
No, if he's a female, I'm gonna cry. I want another male.
Baby has a starfish. Female. We're all, look at us how quickly we go off on other things. I'm a small content creator dealing with another creator. Lying about me and lying about missing kids cases. I'm not drama content creator, so I was wondering your advice. Ignore or them or expose them. Kaylee or Kayla. Is it Kaylia?
Mom, show them how he's sitting.
Okay, first and foremost, here's my advice on that.
Your head up. Wobble.
He eats so fast. Are you true crime? Are you a true crime channel? Let me ask that first. What do you do? Oops, baby has a starfish. What is it that you focus on? Are you doing true crime? And it's kind of a battle over who's presenting information in a case. Okay, so you do true crime. So does this content creator, what they say, who they like associate with, does that hurt your credibility? That's my next question. Is it harmful to your credibility? Is it a big channel? Is it a reputable channel? Is it somebody that people know are jackasses? You do true crime deep dives on old cases. Okay, perfect. Is it the person that is, they're trying to hurt your credibility? Do they have any credibility though? Do they have credibility? I can't answer this until this is the thought process. You're going to get to hear what my true thoughts on this shit are. It's not another bush gate. Oh, goodness. Hold on, I got to give the kids treats. You guys know the drill. I come live. Dexter thinks he gets treats. Okay, so I would ignore. And here's my reason why. If they are a smaller channel or even a channel that doesn't have any credibility, and you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're not lying and you're not misleading your community, you're not putting misinformation out, stand there. Just stand there and ignore it. That would be the best way of handling it until it comes to a very point where they're making slanderous defamation allegations, speaking about your real life. There's always going to be differences of opinion when it comes to cases, especially cold cases. Sorry, dishwasher. Let me wash my hands. Honestly, it's best to keep it moving. So here's my thing. If you get into an expose them situation where you just need to address what they're saying, clip what they're saying, provide what you actually said, clip to clip, back to back, leave it be. If you need to get to the point where you address what is being said, do it with clips. This is what they're saying, and this is what actually happened, and leave it be. When you're in the true crime genre, differences of opinion constantly happen, and the credibility smear is something I see all of those creators do. There is a big competition in the TC arena. I will say that 100%. I've seen it firsthand. But you will spiral into that circle, because what will happen is if you respond, they'll respond and take it personal. Because if they are bound, determined, and you aren't lying, if you set the record straight, it'll just create this back and forth. But if it's stuff that really could harm your integrity or things, address it, set it straight, and keep it moving. Some of them do that just intentionally to keep it going.
Oh, I'm tired.
Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
You only drink 1.5.
He only drank 1.5. Hey, Sue.
Yeah, look at him. He's like pretty.
There's a lot of channels that do that. Anybody else in here, please respond. That's a creator. That's my personal take on it. I address this stuff very head on, but I'm not a true crime creator either. Like, I will dabble and highlight some things that I feel passionate about, cases like that, but I do not. I'm not a true crime creator. So your credibility is major in that arena. Look at him, his little milk mustache. Move your hand for a second. His little tongue, you guys. He's such a baby. He's such a baby, y'all. He's going to be so bad. He's going to be so bad. He, she, whatever. We don't know. Yeah, there's, Sue Ellen, there is a lot of stuff that is coming out about him. And I didn't know any of that either. There's a lot coming out. Yeah, if you're advocating for children, you have to be kind of careful. And when it comes to your integrity, though, like, if it's slanderous, like, so here's the things that I will address when it comes to personal stuff. Like, I will set the record straight on, like, I don't know what is happening currently with all of this, like, people pulling out that I've never even heard about, claiming that somehow me correcting CJ affected their safety. Like, that's wild and weird to me. So of course I will correct it and just be like, I don't even fucking know who these people are. So this is all just another CJ like victimhood attempt. Cool. But I don't have that TC. I don't have that. Like, this is what people expect from me because this is what I've built my channel doing. Like, I talk about the bullshit. And if you lie on me, I will absolutely let you lie on me about the stupidest shit. Like there's one creator on here that I have let lie on me for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years, coming up on 2 years. And she started lying on me just because of her dislike of another creator she thought I was associated with. That was what the nothing to do with me because she thought I was associated with this other person. And then she took Molly Golightly's, like they decided to have sides in the whole Marvon thing. Like if you supported Katie Joy or if you support, it was so weird. And I didn't know who either one of them were. But that was her foundation of her hatred of me because they assumed that I was working with or for Katie Joy. Nope, never. Anybody can tell you, not true. But that hatred has stemmed, and for almost 2 years, she talks about me, and rarely she'll get mentioned over here. And she just constantly, 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 constantly. But people like that, she will never impact what I do. She will never impact because we're not even in the same wheelhouse. Hatred has built her platform for 5 years. That's it. It's so weird. So, oh, Michelle, welcome in. Oh, two now, Revival. We're at two. You should take bets on the sex of them. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about people's past involvements with other people. Like, there's a lot of people on here that have had personal interaction with CJ that were around CJ for a long time. See, I didn't know, and I'm learning a lot about alleged other incidents. I was specifically talking about the misinformation and the bullshit that he continues to do in this active case right now, like currently. Same with Brittany. I don't know about all this CPS shit that she talks about. I have no clue. I would never do that, nor do I care. I have no clue of everybody's personal involvements with these people, but there's a lot. There is a lot to both of these situations, and I can see why people are really upset. But as far as like people coming out like this Busby guy, I don't even know. I still don't know who that is. Saying that he fears for his safety because of misinformation. CJ is a big boy. CJ is responsible for what CJ does and puts out here. Um, these people claimed that they were filming for their protection, but now they're switching the goalpost and saying that because of us correcting misinformation that they've put out here and showing exactly what they do to this family and how they've maneuvered CJ specifically, that it puts them in danger in some way. Make it make sense. I don't know. Yeah, it's you either talk about it very specifically, like I name names. This is why I name names. This is why I stand on. If you ask me who I'm referring to, I will tell you flat out verbatim because I don't like the whole like trying to smear everybody at one time with just a blanket statement. Like they're trying to threaten my children, like Brittany does. I don't like that. However, I have said that and done that because there is a very select group that did do shit like that to me. And they know exactly who they are and when they're addressed. They know. That's a them situation. Oh, good job. Look at him go. He's such a big boy. Yeah, it's really weird. Really, really weird. Oh, Tara. That's interesting. Hey, Jen. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing your comments. I'm reading. Yeah, Sheila, it's so weird. Yeah, Smurfette, I've done that. Yeah, he fears for his safety. Yeah, Susie. There's another Jay for Justice actually posted like a comment section asking what was wrong, and I've been being asked like, who are these people and what are they talking about? Well, they're behind the scenes. There's a lot going on in messages. By the way, people, please be aware, and I need to blanket this because I've been getting sent shit that I should not have. And I'm being truthful. People send all sorts of shit. So some of the people that have had personal interaction with these guys, there's people in group chats that don't like what they're doing and collecting information. Like, just be aware of your surroundings, please. I don't know, but it sounds like these guys have some shady behind the scenes movements. So if you're involved in that stuff, just be careful, please, because even if you think it's safe and secure, there's always leaks in that shit. People are sick and tired of the bullshit, flat out. So just protect yourselves. Yeah, she just made a post today because of these people pulling out narc divers, y'all. Again, and it's windy out here, but narc divers. I don't have anything to say negative about them. I don't think that they're involved in any of this stuff. I don't think they have a clue who even CJ is. But again, I side eye them because they're out here filming and shit after the family said not to. Like, I don't know. There's a lot that I don't fucking know. Wait, where did Sue say? You did, Sue? Oh, geez. Goodness. Sue and I don't even agree on hardly all the same things. And I've been nice to her and she's been people need to stop. Sue doesn't do shit. Sue doesn't talk shit about any of them. She doesn't say shit about it. Like, you guys, leave it alone. She just comes in, talks to people, is kind to people. Like, I don't get this shit. And Sue didn't even like me. People are so weird. Yeah. Tara, yep. That's what it seems like. He's trying to build this, like, but I'm not going to stand up and like let that happen either, because I've been very clear. Like, when I'm addressing CJ, it's about CJ. No, Terry, I don't think so. I think that's why he's buddied up to these other guys. The brothers underwater recovery stuff, you guys, that's a problem. And if anybody can say it's not, like, I'm really disappointed that people like Pascal aren't using their platform to, hey, this is the problem here. Like, these bigger creators should be, because they're so active into covering this case. Well, this man was using this case as a way of grifting. Like, I wish people would point it out, because this is a problem. In the way that he preys on the vulnerable, going through the worst times, is ridiculous. And there's more to it, you guys. There's way more to it. There's more shit coming out too. Look for Unsupervised Maniacs is working on a video, and I think Duchess said she's going to give an update too. It's a huge problem. We can't have sex offenders out there searching for missing children. We just can't. And exploiting victims going through their worst time. We cannot. This is one thing that everybody should stand firmly against. Like, this is one of those, like, what the fuck moments. How can you even... Wow, Tara. Wow. See, I wish somebody would do a video on the headstone thing. I really am interested. I would love to see the receipts for all of that stuff and what happened there. That bothers me. And unfortunately, I've heard about it, but I just have not seen everything. But I would love to see more about that, because that's something that to me is just disgusting too. Like, yeah, that's... Sammy, which one? Are you talking Brothers Underwater Recovery? It started, so the rumor has been circling for a long time about Brothers Underwater. Like, that people, even creators, were getting warned about that person a while ago, but nobody could vet it because of the name difference. So people were aware and continued to ignore everything about it. Like, if it was me, even if I couldn't vet it to begin with, I would have had that conversation before getting in a fucking boat and making sure that I helped raise money for that person to be involved in the case anyways. But I think I don't know the exact date that he told them, but it wasn't until it started coming out publicly, like, he knew there was shit moving. I can't remember the actual date though. Yeah, Jen, there's a lot of confliction in all of their different statements and stories from what I've heard. Yeah, I'm not sure when he actually knew for sure. Like, I can't tell you when he knew 100% this is what it was. I can't tell you that. I do know a little bit, but I'm kind of waiting to see a few things. Does anybody have any questions, though? Please ask me now about these CPS claims and the safety things and my involvement in any of that stuff. If you have questions, please ask away right now so we can move along, because I'm not going to be addressing these stupid things. Like, this is not how I move, but I know a lot of you are new here. A lot of you are probably confused. I don't do the behind the scenes stuff. I'm not in Discords. There's no planning group. I talk to a few, well, pretty much all my mods. I love my mods. I talk to like random people in chats, other creators I hang out with here and there. Like, you'll see me around, but I don't do shit like this. I don't do threats of CPS. I don't do safety shit. Like, this is so weird. Yeah, enter channel name here. It seems to be pretty funny to people that. Can anybody tell me, have you seen a creator mocking Sebastian? Can anybody tell me, have you seen a creator, good, bad, indifferent? Have you seen a creator mocking Sebastian? There is this continual rumor that's being pushed that some creator mocked Sebastian, but when asked, nobody can tell me who the hell supposedly mocked him. Yeah, Sammy. Yeah. Yeah, Tara. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Chico. Exactly. A lot of you guys don't have a clue, but that's just not how I maneuver. I'm firmly against that shit. I've had it done to me. I don't like it. Terry, I agree with that, but she keeps saying that's great, Cherokee girl. I don't know who you're talking about, but that's wonderful that they did. I'm glad to see people creating. I can't find I genuinely can't find who they're referring to. Yeah, Elizabeth, that still bothers me too, but it seems to be. Yeah, Wolfie, I don't understand it. I don't even get how. Anyways, that's here for here. COS. What do you? In her defense, you do comment on those channels. COS. Who's this? COS. What's the COS? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, CPS is what you're trying to say, not with the CPS. Happy Melancholist, but the confusion there is she continues to say that they're my group, all this shit. Anyways, here nor there, I've made my stance very clear that that's definitely not happening from this area. I wouldn't stand for that at all. In fact, if I knew somebody was doing that, if she thinks I'm associated with somebody, she's probably wrong, as usual. She associates me with people that it's actually quite funny. No, you're fine. I understand what you're saying now. She needs to name names and be specific about what she's talking about, because she also, Happy Melancholist, and you can admit that this is true. She actually admits that I don't drag her for her looks. I don't talk about her looks in that way. but she continued to allow other people to do it to me time and time again. So she ain't sunshine and roses. You can defend her all you want, of course. That's your thing. But y'all knew what was going on. You knew what time it was. You especially, because she pinned your comment. You guys knew what she was talking about. No, happy melancholist. So that's what I assumed too. But there's not been people chasing them down. There hasn't been. And he has been making this whole big stink because of what I said. He's threatened to sue me. He did that in Brittany's comment section, actually. So she allowed all that stuff, and he's threatening to sue me and all this. I could care less. Sign up, like join the group. It's, but I don't even know who these other people are that are being lumped into me correcting CJ and showing what a douche CJ is. They're on members only. Thank you for that, Cotton Candy. I don't care. I'm not going to join her membership to watch her members only videos, you guys. Like I don't care that much. We have bigger shit to go talk about than what she's doing. Like she's on her own spiral. Good morning, Duchess. Happy melancholist. I actually read, and I could probably show it again too. One of the comments that he made about his loss, or I posted one in my community tab too. He is absolutely talking about me. Like, there's no question about that. Everybody knew that. Again, your comment was pinned. She allowed the horrible, like, she admits, oh no, she doesn't do that to me. Oh, that one doesn't do that to me. But then meanwhile, she allows him to go on and do that to me. I mean, hey, to each their own. I don't care. She also let Sarah get on her panel and say that she was basically going to try to kick my ass. What is happening? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I it's just silly, guys. This is all silliness, but I think we're all set straight. I mean, most of you would have never questioned it or blinked an eye at it, truthfully, but there is a lot of new people around here. So I weighed this, like, do I even set it straight? I don't have anything to show you that I wouldn't go call CPS, because I don't make CPS calls, so I can't really prove to you. But I don't know shit about Brittany. I actually have avoided emails that have sent me stuff about her. And the stuff I do know about her is very minimal. Like, people aren't in my inbox trying to take her out. Like, there is no concerted effort here of a group of people trying to cancel her. Like, that's not this. Same with CJ. You will find out very blatantly over time as you're here that my intent is not to cancel these people. It's to get them to do better for these victims and their families. It is not about canceling them. Like, this is a free fucking app. It ain't that serious. It's not a day job for me. It's a hobby. That's it. These people should be worried about their own behavior, but the first thing they go to is they're trying to cancel me. That's so fucking weird, because the only thing that I do is show your own words, and I point it out. I point out the bullshit, the misinformation, the ridiculousness. Reporting my channel like Samantha Joy claims to be giving herself a gold star for. Okay, that's been done a bunch. Okay. I'm also not pro, like, I will never dog whistle to people to go report channels. I don't do that. I don't report people. I don't strike. Like, that's so weird to me. So yeah, Jujubee, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that there's a lot of, yes, they are, Reese. They're roofing. Oh, he's going to represent himself because he was in management before and he knows management and attorney speak. I'm not even joking. Oh, yeah. Sarah, you cammed up the other night, didn't you? You want to punching match? some bullshit. Tell her to put it back up so we can hear what you exactly said, Sarah. Tell her, Brittany, to put the video back up so we can hear what you actually said when you cammed up. Yeah. Oh, God, Sammy. Sarah, tell her to put it back up and we can see what you exactly said so I know verbatim. I'd love to know what you had to say because I find it fucking epic and funny as fuck. I find it hysterical. People are throwing hands in my comment sections. People are going to beat me up. What the fuck is going on over here? Jennifer, I'm sorry about that. I know, Terry, it's so funny to me too because, like I said in the beginning of this, the video I did on Pascal, JLR, and Justin on TikTok did better than the one on them. So it just makes me laugh. Like, they don't understand how I do things, how I maneuver. Like, this has never been about a personal thing. It will never be personal. Like, there's so many of them. It's not like that, but they do these stupid, weird things. But then they have people like Sarah and Samantha and CJ and his, I don't even know who those ladies are in reference to him. They sit on this panel with him, but they all come out and defend and twist and say shit. It's like, what is happening? A tough chick? Oh my God, listen to this spin. I only said you're a tough chick. That's why we were referring to Lady LaDude, not your looks. Sarah, do you need me to replay that to show everybody? Oh my God, you are... What? Sarah, please stop. Sarah, please stop. You just embarrass everybody. Seriously. Talking about how much makeup I wear too. Oh my God, that I cake it on with a fucking spatula. I even got a $5.90 or $4.99 super chat for another new spatula to cake it on or bake cookies with from one of my amazing subs. We all heard it with our own ears. Like, what are you doing, Sarah? Sarah, are you okay, girl? You okay? You okay over there? Hey, happy. It's good to see you. Yeah, Wolfie, that's what I'm really confused by this twist right now because I'm like, we all heard it. Oh, I could go play it, huh? Okay, let's do that. Let me grab my phone. I'm on my iPad, so I have another device if I can find it. Where the hell did I put it, though? It's not in my bra either. Yeah, Sarah, just stand on the shit. Like, just stand there. You don't have to like me. Like, we've gone way past that. We're way past that. We ain't. Oh, Lord. Let's see. I don't know. It's fucking funny, though. Hold on. Let me get to my video. Oh, Sammy, thank you. Yes, Jen, absolutely. Yeah, and everybody knew. I shared that shit even. Yeah. The rewrite here is just weird, y'all. Okay. Okay, cool. That's a you thing again, not a me thing. Sounds like you're really insecure.
Like this on every.
Welcome to the great team, whoever was gifted. So how's it going, CJ?
Hold on, we got to find where it is.
I'm just there since they're watching your show. They might not want to keep saying shit because one of their little groups is the one that gave somebody some false information. So they might want to shut up.
I would suggest you probably watch the veiled threats that you're about to make, but go ahead, let's go. And I don't know who he's addressing right at this moment because I'm not a part of any groups. I stand on my own. You notice that there's not all these live streams firing up to defend nonsense because I stand very firm with my Islanders. I don't need people to run in and white knight for me and take up for me. And I don't need to panel hop and try to get everybody on my side. That's not how I work. That's never how I ever worked.
Just saying.
Oh, what happened?
I just know a hell of a lot. So they need to quit talking because it'll just be good for them. I'm doing good. I'm just tired. Yeah, you know. They just need to stop. Yeah, they just need to stop. Otherwise, you know, it'll come.
It's been absolutely awful for us, y'all. I know you've been getting it, CJ. I heard CJ was getting some more today.
Exactly what will come, CJ? What will come? I don't know who you're threatening here, but what's going to come? By the way, for any of you in the back that can't unplug your ears, go check my background. I ran it on my own on live stream. Go check when I showed my fingerprint card. What are you going to do, big boy? Talk some more trash that can't back up?
Hey, I've been getting it. Yeah, everybody. It's just not, I mean, look, these everyone's
They need to stop.
Yeah, everyone's in a pissy mood after what happened yesterday. That they're going for anyone and everyone that has any boots on the ground or has had any searching or has been, helping stuff or whichever way.
Sarah, you seem to be a source of misinformation constantly.
I have seen the bullshit and it pisses me off because you are out there and
they're going for anybody that's boots on the ground. Where JLR is an absolute troll. He does these things intentional. It's history repeating itself. Boots on the ground. An RSO being on a search for a missing child, huge problem. CJ's been whimpering and whining and causing chaos. Them being called out and shown for what they are is not going after them.
Doing, really hard work trying to find Sebastian. But these people just want to twist everything. I'm telling you, misery loves company.
I think even
miserable people.
Good for you, Jonathan. Do you also love Brothers Underwater Recovery, who's a registered sex offender that CJ promoted?
Even before that, though, Sarah, the people are up in arms, but it's even before people who, before the stuff with Seth happened yesterday, it's been ongoing. And I
had to fucking stick up for, excuse my words, I had to stick up for CJ.
You guys can play with these people all you want. They're not going to hurt my feelings. So let them look like the fools they are. Let them commentate. Feel free.
It was yesterday because I'm like, y'all are putting him in danger. Let it, stop. Because, they kept bringing up the, threatening him because he's going to go on the part. They won't let that.
Putting him in danger. Oh, here we go again.
And I'm like, you guys need to stop. He's respectful. He's not like that. That's not what he's doing. He's out there looking for Sebastian. He's not trespassing. He's not trying to harm anyone. But y'all are going to get him harmed.
They need to back off. I'm just letting them know they need to back off because I'm in the battle of information and I know a hell of a lot more of them than they can ever get on me. So they need to stop before they lose some shit. And I'm just firing some flares because. Okay, you're firing flares, huh? Who are you giving this warning shot to? Because frankly, you ain't gonna do shit to me. Let's get that clear. I'm not the one you're gonna play with or threaten out here, little bitch. Sarah, I already addressed you and said that it is in one of the videos that's either taken down or on members only. Get her to put it back up publicly so I can hear what you had to say verbatim and I'll correct it. Truthfully, straight up, probably the stupidest thing you could do. And by the way, pull all of the information you want to pull. Pull everything. It's already been done. You forget. Molly Golightly handed off my background information to anybody and everybody. Veda Jade has a whole file. Nobody cares. And Sarah, I would be very, very cautious using the information that you get from them. Just a word to the wise. You might want to fact check the lies that you're being told before you spin them as fact, especially coming from anybody associated with Veda Jade. That is factual. People that don't even like me have addressed Veda and her lies. She lies about things like working for Earthbound Trading Company. In fact, I found out the other day that somebody around our area here in these communities actually worked for Earthbound Trading Company out of Nashville. Isn't that interesting how things happen? I didn't even know that until way after the fact, but she just lies to lie about anything, let alone the lies she's made up and spun about me. So before you take that as fact, you might want to
just do some due diligence. It don't matter to me what you say or do, because you just look like a fool when you use that information. We know exactly where it's coming from.
Nobody gives a shit. Got a question? Ask away. But you ain't gonna intimidate me or threaten me. Because it's getting annoying.
Sarah, again, tell Brittany to put the clip back up, and I will play exactly what you said when you cammed up. I will play your words verbatim. Tell her to put the thing back up, because as of right now, I believe one of my people way over you.
And I know a hell of a lot. Yeah.
Because they were trying to click up with you. I seen this one person that was trying to click up with you, and then they've been in your chat being nice, and now they're trashing on you. I'm like,
Yep.
That's not me.
I want to say this real quick, just please, before I forget. It's the very people.
Sarah, what you won't do is come in here and disrespect any of my mods. So mods, feel free, if you are done with her, let her continue to dig her hole. But if she continues, like, don't boot her yet. But if she's going to say shit to you guys that you don't,
Are saying that they accuse other people. It's a very group of people that accuse creators of turning cases into shit shows and saying that people make it a circus. But it's actually those creators that are saying that are the ones that are actually creating the circus. If you think about it, I'm gonna say it.
Saying one of my mods is lying, yeah, you are disrespecting, because anybody and everybody knows that my mods don't lie. They have no reason to lie.
Tragedy pit type people. You guys cause more shit and drama than anybody in this on this platform.
They just might not want to be too
confident. That are talking. Right, look, the ones that are coming.
CJ's over here making all these veiled threats like he is somebody. By the way, Blowhorn Betty called me on the phone and made a veiled threat too. Ask her how that worked out for her.
Girl, you and me, because I'm on your panel, and CJ and Pascal and Trev, just all of you guys. Okay. Oh, you're over here.
Sarah, you're obviously not blocked. You're commenting in here. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Are you okay?
Talking about the parents, blah, blah, blah. Well, what are they doing? Lo and behold, they're trashing stuff. Same people.
I've never heard.
I've been seeing.
Yeah, I haven't heard the Proudfoot trash like I have Steph today. The things I heard being said about Steph.
We've never.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. We haven't talked anything completely normal about Katie.
They were saying that Steph needed his ass beat and everything. It was horrible stuff. It's not okay.
It's horrible.
But real quick, Alma gifted 10 memberships, and then she gifted 20, and she said, I guess we're all going to hell. So, with that being said, Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. But seriously, I mentioned that, but that really does bother me, because I'm passionate about Sebastian's case.
You're passionate about the misinformation you put out. That's very easy to see.
I don't see how that me getting memberships does something to...
I haven't heard anybody complain.
Disrespect Sebastian's case.
Except for when you're in there trying to get a gifted membership for Seth, the parent of a missing child. That's cringe as fuck.
I just don't get that.
Remain calm. Yes and no. So a lot of these people have receipts on personal issues that they've had a part of. Like, they have very lengthy histories and personal stuff and all this other crap. That's not how we maneuver. That's not how I maneuver. My mods we don't do shit like that. If I have something to say, I'm going to say it, and it will be what it is. Most of the shit that they're lying about has already been corrected years ago on my channel, a year ago or plus. Like, most of the lies that they're coming out with, like Sarah trying to rewrite history and do stuff, we've already talked about that. So it's not even worth the time to pull it back up.
It's mad that they don't get the support that we get, because we're about a different vibe.
Right.
We're going to talk about the support you get and the support you give, CJ. We're going to talk about that and your big boots on the ground. Don't worry.
It's got to be. I mean,
well, that's seriously. What it is. And if they knew that I knew what I know about them, they wouldn't be saying the shit that they're saying. Right now, I'm being cool giving them 150. I could have came out with shit a week ago.
It's just in my back pocket.
Really? Yep. Oh, it is.
You've given us 150, friends. This is CJ's 150. Veiled threats and a little crybaby bitch boy. Cool. Again, Sarah, how many times do I have to say this? Tell Brittany to put the whatever it is back up publicly. I will go clip exactly what you said and play it for my entire audience. Your verbatim words. Everything you said when you cammed up. I will go play it. But tell her to get it out from behind. I ain't joining her fucking members. Hell no. Stand on that shit. You said it. Stand on that shit.
It's always what that pocket.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is I don't have to peep a word. It's all their own words, and they're contradicting themselves. And I already have all of the stuff to show it. So I've been throwing out some flares. You know what I mean? They ain't talking about me very much, and they better not. But
or else what? What? Hey, Nana.
But I'm telling you right now, I don't like it when bullies attack my friends because I feel like they're attacking me, and I go at them with the same ferocity that I do myself. So they need to chill the F out, because pretty soon, if they keep going on this, boy, you're way up there with your ego, but it's a mighty fall when you fall all the way down.
Mm-hmm. I don't think my ego is the one that needs checked there, CJ. I'm not out here making veiled threats or anything. We're talking about your behavior, who you promote, and how you exploit a missing child for clicks and views and building your channel.
Mighty fall.
That's so true.
Yeah, I know one in particular is planning on
Listen to all this slander.
focusing on your next.
Oh, go ahead.
Sarah,
oh, good.
Sarah was referencing me doing content on CJ because I had said that I was going to do content on him.
Oh, is it Lady Ladude?
Oh, here we go. And of course, Sarah's talking about me now. Thank you, Wee, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Here we go. Buckle up. He just said, oh, are we talking about Lady Ladude? Friends, and those of you that know me know that this isn't going to bother me, but this is going to offend some of you. So please be mindful of that, because you said you're tough to girl. Where did you get that I'm a tough girl? Where did you get that? Who are you trying to fool yourself? Let me guess. You watched a video where I showed a glimpse of my Sinner Saint tattoo on my hip, and somebody in that video that showed it and clipped it and was like, she thinks she's tough because she's got a tattoo on her hip. The craziest shit I've ever seen. Let me guess. That's where you got your tough girl stuff from? You guys are more protective of me than I am of myself at times.
That one, or
No, it's okay.
dude looks like a lady.
Okay, I need to know who that is.
The girl that cakes that. I don't wear makeup. Whatever that's.
So he's talking about me. This girl right here. The girl that here. Let's let him finish this. Well, you look at my face.
Stuff is you put on your face to like blend your skin in.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that.
Foundation.
Foundation. The lady that puts on way too much foundation.
Okay, so he's talking about me. There ain't no filter on this. There's no fucking foundation on this face. Not 1 second. And by the way, I'm all female. But let's keep going because it's going to get way worse.
Oh, I don't.
She tries to cover it up.
And let's say this very clearly. Even if I was transgender, what the fuck does it matter? You transphobic piece of garbage. Show us who you really are, CJ, because you're going to give everybody a perfect display while condoning and buddying up with an RSO.
But it's not working too good.
I'm lost, CJ. Back chat.
But you'd have to see. Well, if you saw her, I mean, she comes on camera sometimes, and when you see her, you're like, "Whoa!" I just think of Aerosmith. Dude looks like a lady, and the dude, like, for real, like, I mean, I'll show you. He just thinks of me like Aerosmith. Dude looks like a lady. And Happy Mountain Claus. I don't think we're confused. Nope. All right. For those of you that think that they might be talking about somebody else, go check the chat. Brittany's going to pin a comment here in a minute that proves what I'm talking about. Traded at the world because she didn't have a release, and then all of a sudden I seen her husband pop in, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess you're not doing what you're supposed to do, buddy. By the way, my Kyle, he would just laugh at you because he's actually a man with a real job that goes out and works every fucking day for his family. He's a real man. He would hurt your feelings if he actually paid attention or gave a shit. Okay, there's no confusion here on what was being alluded to, but we're going to continue to let it play, and I'll show you that comment. And that's about you. There's, the frustration can build up, and then they get upset or whatever. I hope she comes after me, because then, this is going to be fun. Please do.
CJ.
Please do. I can't wait, because the more she says about me, the more it's going to screw her. Oh, I can't wait. I know, When's Tara. This supposed to come out? Oh, good. Kyle's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Good. When's this supposed to come out? You're getting your hot seat. Sarah, it's on members, I think.
There's a little headset there.
Good.
I just need people to stop.
Because I know so much about her. Oh.
One or two.
Go ahead.
What do you know about me? What do you know about me, CJ? What do you know? Go ahead and spin all the lies you want. Feel free. Spin away.
Hold on one second. Let me look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Lady Leduc. The first one is Lady Leduc. Yeah, that's.
I knew
that's
it. I knew it.
That's
I knew
Lady
it.
Leduc. Yeah, that's Lady Leduc. And then her husband pops in, and I'm like, bro, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, bro. You got to figure out something.
Lady
I'm sorry. If your lady is that frustrated, it's on you, bro. Like, it's on you.
Yeah.
It's on you.
His words.
I'm sure he's happy she's taking it all out on everyone else and not him.
And then the other one, I don't know.
Trust me, Kyle is treated very well. Yesterday, I spent all day baking Kyle treats. A cheesecake, cinnamon rolls, banana bread brownies with brown butter frosting. When's the last time any of you dumb bitches have taken care of your man? And by the way, he asked for another cheesecake already. He's ate an entire cheesecake in 3 days. So, poor Kyle, right?
I don't know how that would even work between her and her husband. I'm not sure.
And I'm not talking to the chat. I'm talking to these idiots right here.
I would want it.
I don't know how that works between her and her husband.
Lord, that's me, happy melancholy. Lord, have
I didn't hear you.
Can you hear us, Nana?
My straps are so tight, I keep having to adjust
Happy
them.
melancholy. Do you see what happy melancholy is?
What?
Chico, I
Happy
freaking...
melancholy. Look what she said. Oh my
You
God.
crack me up, Chico.
Look, Sarah.
Oh,
You got to feel bad for Lady Leduc.
did you see that? Hold on.
Look what she said. Oh my God.
Let's get it closer.
Look, Sarah.
It's definitely Contessa.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, listen, I know how hard it is for a woman, I know, I hear all the stories about it. I'm glad I don't have that problem, but damn, lady. It's like, damn, lady, there's other ways to fix that.
You guys can hear it.
There's other ways to fix that.
Fix what? What am I supposed to be fixing here? You're talking about my look, saying like I look like a dude, being transphobic as hell. What are you trying to get me to fix? Just wait.
Mm-hmm. All right. Listen, guys. Honestly, we're about to get into it, but to be fair, we've been taking I've shared a fragment of what I've been going through with these people. So,
when are they supposed to talk about me tomorrow? Because I can't wait. I'll get my shit ready tonight.
I should have just went to Steve J to begin with.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. These people, they have no idea what I'm capable of. You know what I mean? Like, I get information.
No idea what you're capable of. Another veiled threat. Transphobia and veiled threats towards a female who's calling you out on your bitch boy behavior. I mean, I think we're all pretty clear on what was said, right? Anybody still questioning what was said, who it was about? Sarah, again, I can't show you exactly verbatim what you said unless the video is put back up. You guys, stop making excuses and twisting what she said too. Like, this is so stupid. It's beyond stupid. Sarah isn't even... I'm giving Sarah attention because I'm bored. In the big scheme of things, Sarah sits on BJ's panel, spreads misinformation just like the rest of them. It's nothing more than that. If she is honestly going around like trying to be this quote unquote tough girl, y'all know, I have told you a million times, I'm too lazy to even act like I'm tough in that way. I am way too old for fucking shit like this. Like, this is laughable to me. Laughable. Okay, cool. That's a you thing again. Oh my God. I obviously suffer from narcissistic personality disorder. Look it up. Jacqueline, you know what? People like you ruin the definitions of terms. You overuse and misuse, and you try to armchair diagnose people. I can't stand people that call everybody a narcissist. There are people that are actual narcissists, and the way that it's used on YouTube and just slung at everybody is so stupid. Y'all need to get a new fucking word. Seriously. Everybody has narcissistic personality traits. Like, there's something narcissistic in each and every person if you look, but I never have been diagnosed with NPD, and I will make sure my doctor checks me out for that. I'll go in and tell my doctor. By the way, I guess according to some random weirdo in my chat on YouTube, they say I have NPD. Can you please help me? I mean, really, like, it's about as bad as doxed. Not a me thing. Sounds like you're really insecure.
I'm like this on every single person
You can
I
ask
run
Brett.
into.
I
You know?
already got some inside information. No one would believe I got. So.
You know, Sarah over here saying she's got inside information nobody would believe she's got. You gonna call my dad, Sarah? Ask them how that turned out. They got prayed for. You gonna call my mom? I'll give you her number if you really want it. You gonna dox me at an old address that I haven't lived in 15 years? You gonna ask Vita Jade for my current location because right after I moved, she got caught showing my location in ads on her computer. Her algorithm fucked her up and she didn't even realize it outed her. Then she claimed some stupid story when her own algorithm screwed her up. What else you got? You got Kyle's business information. He's got a public website and he is licensed and insured and a general contractor who has done all of his classes and works his fucking ass off to provide for me and the kids. You gonna go at his business again? You gonna try to come for my kids? Like what? What do you got? What do you got that they haven't tried? What? What you got? I call my daddy too, Sarah. You gonna call my mommy? What you gonna do? He didn't get any inside information. I ran my full fucking background on live in front of everybody when I was stopped. The only thing that I have in my background is a bankruptcy. Why? Oh, and I actually ran a stop sign too. And I was so excited to show the internet my warning ticket because it was the first time I've ever had a traffic ticket. So I was so excited that I came live and showed my warning violation because it was shortly after somebody was trying to mix a bunch of people's backgrounds together and claim all sorts of weird shit that was going on that wasn't. But I was so proud of that shit. That stupid stop sign had only been put in. Ugh. And I was laughing so freaking hard when that cop pulled me over. Anyways. Want to play dirty games? I could care less about you, especially Sarah. Well, Sarah, you're out here promoting people and so proud of your background information that you're getting from people that do go real life. You know, threats of putting your kids on the dark web, making CP out of my kids. You know, it only comes from a certain group of people. Interesting how once that person canceled themselves, you're also associating with a person that has no problem lying about child loss. That's disgusting. It's a dumb mouth that doesn't even know what's coming out of it. Brittany, I could care less about her personal. Why are you digging into mine? Why are you worried about my personal life? Because I'm talking about the words you put online? Keep showing yourself.
Yeah. No, there's another one too.
Yeah, Orion, I'm not lying when I say watch the bed you make and the people that you lie with thinking that you're going to get information, because underneath all of that, you're so excited to try and get background information on me, and you're going to look like a complete and utter fool because this person you're collecting the information from has done some incredibly disgusting, unnecessary shit. And we can prove all of that. And it's already been proven.
That's for legal purposes, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The other one I call her Gammy Num Num.
They make it.
Sarah, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. Nobody in here is calling you a dude. Nobody in here is like, if you can't handle some name calling on the internet, you do that all the time. Like, what?
But I can't chase you, and the other one's a toothpick, so please.
Well, then there's one that can't pronounce words to save her life.
It's easy to talk behind the microphone. Say it to somebody's face, and it's a different story. I don't think her husband would come to me and say that shit. I guarantee you that. My Kyle would absolutely say it to your face after he helped you back up off the floor. Absolutely. In fact, you're lucky I'm doing this without him here, because otherwise he don't take kindly to this, but he knows that I can handle my own. I mean, they asked for us to replay the same stuff. I don't know what they expected from the second outcome. Did any of your opinions change from the first time you saw it to the second time? Any of you? I don't know why you guys are wanting me to bring this up and show once again how ridiculous and disgusting this was.
You don't have to like me, and I can handle CJ. Like, you want to go toe to toe with me, some words on the internet? Cool, we can do that. Like, I can give it and I can take it just as much. But insulting an entire community, being transphobic by trying to take hits at me, aren't going to ever look cool here nor there. Not at all. You can come at me, use your big boy words, and stop doing stupid shit like that. That's it. Not that hard. Keep on though.
I mean, she's man enough though for that.
I mean, hey.
Oh wait, Sarah in the comments says, I never called you a dude, but Sparrow is trying to hold me responsible for not stopping CJ. Let me back that up 10 seconds. Let me turn the camera on so we're not confused here. Okay, ready? See the circles right there that are going to highlight? Okay, let me hit play. Keep on though.
I mean, she's man enough though for that.
I mean, hey, I ain't too.
I'm man enough now. Oh wait, Sarah, you didn't call me that? Oh, you didn't call me a dude. You called me a man. Sorry. I guess the words, I mean, hell, same thing. You knew exactly what you were doing. You can twist and change your words and stuff and blah, 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 blah. You knew what you were doing.
Far away, you know what I'm saying? I'm there every single day. Come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Come talk to me.
I'm sorry, Justice Jarhead Jane said I'm about to get her written up. Sorry. It's CJ's fault. All right, like in all seriousness though, like it's got to stop. This stuff's got to stop. Or you know what? If you don't, I promise you, and y'all, we're about to get into it, but I promise you that if something doesn't, if something's got to give, go again. There are people that will do this back and forth with
Pika, I fucking love you. Pika comes in. Okay, so is someone else going to send an email on me too? Because I'm a mod. I want an email sent. I'm feeling left out. And by the way, it has to do better than Chico's 4-page. We need at least more effort. 6 pages this time. 6 pages we're going for. 4 isn't enough. We need 6 this time.
We're not yet.
You wouldn't even been mentioned today had this not happened and talking about CJ. Oh my God, look at this shit. Oh my God. Sarah's in here still trying to take jabs. This is perfect intro. You're welcome. Sarah, do you really think that I care what you think about me? Genuinely, do you really think that I care? If you think I'm manly, if you think, girl, I was raised on a dairy farm. Yeah, I'm a definite tomboy. I am definitely fucking a tomboy from hell. I am not concerned. I can wield a hammer when it comes to scorpions too, like a mofo. Let me tell you, that none of that is going to offend me. You're making yourself look so foolish. You probably should learn self-restraint and how to stop.
But that's not what we're interested in. That's not what we're here to do. But see, they got to use our name and go after us because it brings them numbers. I proved that yesterday.
Country, yes, my name is Becky. Thank you for that. But yes, my name is Becky. You can call me Becky, Contessa, nonsense, whatever you feel. I genuinely don't care that people use my first name. I use it on here. You can call me whichever you prefer. It's funny because even friends of mine from here will call me nonsense because they don't want to screw up. And I'm like, you guys can call me Becky. Like, everybody knows my name. It's fine. You proved that. You know what? Thank you for the views. Thank you. Oh, Sandra. I'm going to... X. Thank you so much for becoming a member and for the super chat. I was on the fence because they were so upset about people shaming her about her looks. Why, bitch? Why? Just wait. She'll admit that I don't do that.
I showed y'all. You know, when somebody goes from getting 200 views on a video to 1,200 and 3,000 per.
I even got better views on other people than Brittany J, but Brittany's building my channel. Let's give her the credit she wants. Thank you for the views and the hate watchers, Brittany. Thank you. Again, I talk about all sorts of stuff. It varies on my views. No, but again, Sarah, this isn't JFK. No need to announce your departure. Thanks for coming in and proving my point. You're just, you're weird. You're weird. It gives a shit. Truthfully, I sure as hell don't. But if you want to thank you for the views because people can't stand you, Thanks.
Or
Should we call Kyle and ask Kyle what he says about somebody saying I look manly or that I'm manly? Should we call Kyle? I'm so manly. I bake Christmas candy. Next time I'm going to come on with a big old, that's a lie because Copenhagen makes me spit. Blech. It's so gross. But if I could stomach it, I'd put a big old dip in and come alive and with my spittoon and really give you Poor Kyle would be like, what the fuck? Here, let's call him. Let's call him. Let's call Kyle. He's going to be like, why are you bothering? Oh, he might be at the shop. Hold on. I'll see. He might be at the shop, though. So his response might. Hey, are you in the shop? I'm on live, so you're going to be heard on live. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I got to tell you this. So we're live right now discussing the BS. We're live. So the other day, I told you some of what they've been saying and that I'm manly and all this stuff. Well, there's a chick in my comment section that says, this is what she said. Hold on, let me find the comment. I got to tell you, though, because I was cracking up and I was like, let's call Kyle and see what he has to say. Her name is Sarah, and she really is needing attention. But she said, I honestly don't think you look like a dude, but you are manly. That's not trans or homophobic. And then she meanwhile goes on to say, then she says, I'm a tomboy too. That's why I said, get it straight. Because I said I was a tomboy. And then she says, you have fun with your fuckery. I have shit to do. She's reeling. Yeah. Not look manly, act manly, get it straight. Do I act manly, babe?
No.
At all?
No.
Do I try to like even remotely act manly?
I mean, other than when you help me replace that 351 Windsor in that Ford we were working on, and you helped me drop the transmission, I mean, other than that, everything's pretty feminine.
Last time you checked?
Yeah.
I got a question. Speaking of vehicle repairs, could a person just plug a computer into a car? Like plug and play computer on a car? Like a computer takes a little bit more knowledge, doesn't it?
To operate a computer than operate a car?
No, to a car computer. Blowhorn Betty's out here saying that she's going to replace her computer on her car. And I'm like, isn't that something like pretty techie that people have to take their cars in for? Or is it a pretty plug and play? She's describing it as a plug and play computer for her car. I've never heard of plug and play computer for her car.
There is, as long as it's already been flashed to the VIN of that car.
Oh, as long as it's been flashed to the VIN.
Yeah. So, like, if I was to order a new computer for my truck,
okay,
I would have to have a writing program that I can program the computer to the VIN of that vehicle.
That makes sense. Sorry, sidetrack. Yeah. So, who goes on their husband? Who goes to their husband on live for validation? That's what Sarah's new comment is. Who goes to their husband? I love Kyle. Everybody loves Kyle.
Yeah. Just because she can't get validation anywhere doesn't make it your fault.
Yeah, that's a you thing to do. Now he's making noise. Have we lost sleep over Sarah thinking I'm manly?
Who's Sarah?
The chick that calls me manly. Have you been losing sleep over my manly behaviors?
No, I mean, I feel kind of bad that that's like the biggest thing going on in her life is that she has to like try to berate other people. But hey, you do you, boo.
You do you, boo. Anyways, anything else you want to say to the lovely peoples? Because I had to call you for validation. Is there anything else you would like to validate today?
Did you ever get a rebuttal from that little douchebag that said he wanted to beat me up?
Oh yeah. There's a whole lot. That's why I was on live, actually. He's now like, for his safety, him and his buddies have to pull out because of the misinformation that's being told. That's what all of this opened up, was him going around whining. But he's just whiny. I don't know what else to say about him.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
He is a bitch.
Like I saw less bitchier guys in prison.
Oh, shut up. God. By the way, that's a joke for those in the back. But you probably should know that already if you have his background.
Yeah, well, they have our address and my company info.
Yeah. Call his boss.
Yeah, call my boss, see what happens.
Call him.
Get me fired. Get my day off. That'd be fucking great.
All right. Anything else? I guess I have to call you for validation. So, by the way, your fan club in the comment section says that they will handle. Any of them would sign up for Kyle. Way better over the rest of them. So, I think if we did a poll, Kyle versus most men on the internet, Kyle would probably win. So
I don't know. That dude that wore the
there's your
fingerless
validation.
gloves was pretty cool.
Oh God, don't start with the fingerless gloves. Don't. We're not going back.
He was a winner, especially when his mom was like, "Do you want pizza pockets?" Mom, I'm on TV. I'm on live, Mom. Leave me alone.
That sounds like Kenzie. Leave her be.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to your actual job.
Not just hawking shit online and trying to grift old women out of their money.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for taking the time to validate me once again. And make me feel better about myself.
Yeah. Well, right. I mean, that's just jealousy, you know. You gotta feel bad for her. Well,
she's a tough girl, I guess. So she thinks I'm a tough girl. I'm like, where the fuck gave you that? Just because I play with scorpions with hammers. Don't get it twisted. I'm too lazy to fight.
They've never even seen you cage fight.
Never, ever.
No.
I can fucking take on some cats and get clawed the shit out of.
When we went to Mexico and we started that cockfighting ring?
Shut up. Okay, you're done now. All right, I love you.
Love you too. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Kyle. Poor guy is like, fuck out of here. Oh, Lord, he is such an ass. He loves to start rumors. He finds us so entertaining because he's like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Oh, Kyle. You can hear him like grouting in the background too. His little thing, his little scraper thing continues to go. He just talks shit as he goes. Ah, Kyle. There you go, Sarah. You got validation. You even got some attention from Kyle, but he forgot he'll forget by 4:30 this afternoon. Sarah, nobody cares. You can I don't find it at all. That's what you're not getting. You're not disrespecting me. You're disrespecting an entire community of people. I don't understand how you can't grasp the concept of what this is. It's a you thing again. You're not affecting me, Kyle, anybody else over here. You're affecting and making really stupid comments, trying to take jabs at me that it's just not going to work. At all. Period. Yeah, Alex, exactly. And they're trying to miss the point intentionally. I'm gonna pin that. Brat, right? We probably should call him back and ask him that sometime. Kyle's the best. Y'all, he doesn't entertain this shit like that. We really genuinely do not give a shit about this stuff. When they say personal stuff, the business stuff was a little too far, but that was being blasted to 80,000 people, all of his business information, everything like that. That was chaos because even if creators don't do stuff like that, they dog whistle to their subs and following to do that. That's why I have such a huge issue with ICU. That's a mod for so many of these true crime creators because she is on emails passing people's private information around. We've seen that. people who surround themselves like that, if you like, as soon as you start highlighting the misinformation, they can't spin themselves out of that. They have to go low. They have to do these low blow personal attacks, and it's never going to work for me. I am not going to ever be fulfilled by what a bunch of strangers on the internet say about me. That is not my kids, Kyle, and my animals and my family are what I judge my life on. They are all doing amazing. They are so great. They have their struggles like everybody else, but they're doing great. And that's because that's my focus. This is a hobby. You can say whatever you want to at the end of the day about my looks. You can say whatever about Kyle at the end of the day. Kyle is an incredible fucking human being, and you will never cut him or me down. Even making comments about him is so stupid because that man, and the internet can know, because Kyle is a fucking hero. Kyle truly is a hero. He took on not one, but 3 girls that are not his, that are not even mine. He took on 3 kids. I stepped in and did this 9 years ago. He didn't have to. That was a lot to take on 2 kids that aren't even mine biologically and stand up and stay there. And he has never wavered, and he loves those girls and they love him. He is the true epitome of what an incredible man is. He busts his ass for his family. Period. End of story. That's it. And I could go on and on. I have so much admiration for that guy and love for him. It's unbelievable. Kyle is a good human. Not only, he's hot as hell. Sorry. And the ladies here know that they can say that, because Kyle is definitely the eye candy, and we're okay with that. We exploit Kyle. Anyways. Yep, it absolutely is. Like, we can't continue to like play these semantic games. And that's what Sarah wanted to do. That's what CJ is trying to do. It is what it is. I think we've addressed everything head on. Sarah came in here. Again, Sarah, if you want me to play your exact words of what you were saying on her panel the other night about you being a tough girl and all of this shit, tell her to unprivate that, and I will absolutely play it, and people can hear exactly what you said. I don't think there's any confusion over what was said, how it was said. Yeah, he's a fucking hell of a man. Kyle is a hell of a man. Yeah, absolutely, Annie. Yeah, that's a them thing. I know, happy. We exploit him. Poor guy. Oh, Jennifer, that man, I raised my nieces. Everybody knows that. My sister's been in and out of prison for addiction. We have talked about this. It's been a struggle for her for years. I have a ton of love for her. She, hopefully, she's really struggled with active addiction. She loved her kids enough to know that she couldn't do it. So I've been doing it for 9 years. They're both special needs. And they are so incredible, though. My girls are girls because they will always be her girls. They're just such good kids. And it's because of the consistency and the showing up that Kyle has changed the game. When Kenzie first met him, she hated all men just because, naturally, because of stuff she'd been through, and she threatened to take him out if he ever hurt me. They became best friends. That is her dad. She is so protective of that man. And all he did was show up and be consistent and let her build the trust. They have such a good relationship. It is incredible. But he never wavers. This weekend they're building Pinewood Derby cars. Kyle and his little girls will be building Pinewood Derby cars. He gets to do all those projects, and it is so fulfilling to watch how much him being in their lives has changed everything. They were so afraid. Yeah, I can't. There's not enough time for me to even tell you guys what an incredible human he is. And that's not just like saying it. He walks the walk. He walks the walk. we moved to Arizona so he could help take care of his parents because they're elderly, and his dad had a triple brain bleed about it's going on 2 years now. Coming up on 2 years. Did we just hit the 2 year mark? I don't remember. But his dad has hydrocephalus and he's in his 70s, and his parents are incredible, and the way they love my girls, our girls, is beyond. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better situation. They are such good kids. They're so amazing. Anyways, we got sidetracked talking about Kyle. Yeah, no, genuinely great human beings. Great human beings. Yeah, Jennifer, she's really struggled. She's really fucking struggled. I was 19 the first time I took her to rehab, and it has been a long journey for her. Absolute long journey. So, but the girls are taken care of. They're loved. They're stable. They're doing excellent. They're excelling so much. It's amazing. It's truly like, if I could even, that I don't show my kids, the younger two. Kenzie's an adult, so that's different. And Kenzie's been online with me for years. But the littles I don't show just because it's not safe. Like, I don't let them, they don't have social media. So yes, I know I'm not naive to think that they can't access different things. We know all about it. They bring me their switches and say, this weirdo's talking. I'm like, whoa, where'd the chat come from? All of those little games have chats and stuff, but I protect them. But they are so beautiful. Those girls are so inside and out. Yeah, Chico. Yep, there's that. Oh, Sue, that makes me happy. And so many people have such great partners. There is really good humans out there. It doesn't take a whole lot to be a good human. Really, it really doesn't. But some of these people seem to really have a hard time finding that. So, anyways, oh, my girls. Oh, absolutely. Hope for Snoopy. Here's the thing, like, addiction affects, and we talk about this all the time. I've been very open with this. We kind of got sidetracked calling Kyle, but Kyle lost his brother to a heroin overdose, and Kyle lost his other brother to brain cancer. He has suffered greatly because of addiction and also cancer. Fuck cancer, by the way. But it taught me something, because losing his brother and my sister still being alive and being in and out of prison and stuff, and just all of the things, like, it really, like, both of us kind of went on a, there's of course certain parts of resentment, but I have a lot of survivor's guilt. And I didn't even recognize that for the longest time until Anne actually pointed it out. And then therapy has helped too. But I have a lot of survivor's guilt because I feel horrible because my sister didn't choose to be an addict. Addiction is a disease. She, just like so many other people in the comment section, generational trauma, family cycles, broken homes. Our parents were divorced when we were young. There was a lot of trauma that she endured. She couldn't take it. Mental illness wasn't talked about. It was never addressed. It was never spoken of. It was this faux pas thing, pray it away. Let's anoint the rooms with oil. It was never addressed how it should have been. And that was the answer to it all. So then it just became this bigger problem, and she wanted to be numb. She didn't want to feel all of those things like so many people. She turned to a substance to numb that pain. I'm not making excuses for her. She's made some horrible decisions throughout, but it's never been a thing of her not loving her kids. She doesn't love herself. She doesn't love herself enough to put herself first and think she deserves better. And that happens so often with addiction. And it's just a nasty, nasty cycle, and it continues. So yeah, Chico, I've spent from the time I was 14 on trying to fix it, and 27 years. So we'll see. we'll see what happens. And everybody does. Yeah. And it's so common. Like my story is just as common as the rest of you guys. That's why I'm so passionate about what happens to these families, because let me tell you what, nobody's family is perfect. Everybody has their demons, everybody goes through shit. It's life. It's the reality of it. So while you take me being mean and being a bully, I'm blunt because I don't have time to sugarcoat shit like this for grown ass adults who can do better for these families that are going through rough times. Any single one of you could be in those shoes, and they could pick apart every single thing that you do, say, all of your family cycles, all your generational trauma, and they weaponize it against you when you haven't even done anything. That's the reality of what we're living in. And when we are weaponizing people's rapes, like some creators find it acceptable to do, to use against them, these people are another type of disgusting. That's a whole level of, but this is where the internet goes. This is what some of these people, because they can't handle being a grown up and realizing, yeah, I could do better. I should do better. That's not the way I need to go about this. They do shit like that. It's super sad. Chico, I'm really sorry about everybody. There's a lot of people in here that have lost. A lot of people. Yeah, Sparrow, I don't even know who that person is, though. And that's the thing. Like, I don't have nothing to do with any of that stuff. It's so weird to me. I think a lot of us in this comment section are connected because we've been through struggles and we just don't have the tolerance for the bullshit. Like, there's so many bigger problems out here that should be addressed, but victims deserve better. These people deserve better. If you can't take a step back and realize that you could be in any one of these people's shoes, the people that you're condemning for stuff, like, I can't even imagine. Shit, if something like this happened to my family, it'd be a Lifetime movie event because there would be so much bullshit slung every which way. Yeah. I honestly look at it like horror. Horror. Oh, CJ and his safety. Yeah, of course. Chico, you're a hell of a fighter. Oh, I'm so sorry about all of you going through cancer, loved ones going through cancer. I'm really sorry. That's why people develop this no bullshit tolerance. Oh, Alex, so many of us, I think that's why we connect, like, it's not an easy job. It's not, and I'm not saying like loving them is the easy part. That's easy. That comes naturally. But making sure I give them everything that they should get, that they need to be the best versions of themselves, and that we can help break these generational. I want better for them. I want the best for them. They're doing so good though. They really are. See, look at all of you warriors in the chat. Recovery is possible. Allie, yeah, that's why I connect with the people I connect with, because there's so much more out here going on in life. Like, in so many of you, there's a lot of grandparents in here that raise their grandkids, and people that have lost their kids, adult children, to addiction. And there's a lot of just real reality, like, of the struggles that people face. That's why we connect, and that's why we stand so firmly against this bullshit that happens, because any one of us could be in these shoes and have the same shit that they do. I tell you what, if they were doing this shit, oh, I would be in jail already if I was Katie. I'm flat out telling you guys, I would be in jail. I could not have self-restraint like that. I couldn't. There's a lot of you that are amazing. Like, all of you going through recovery, all of you still struggling with active addiction. You matter. Like, it matters. All of you fighting health battles. Geez, that in itself is a whole beast. Oh, that's amazing, Jen. Congrats on your recovery. See, Catherine, I don't even know enough about that situation to even comment on that. Like, none of this is personal for me. None of this is. Like, there could be reasons beyond my knowledge, and I'm not saying there is, but just playing devil's advocate, like, what she's doing for an income. And I think these people have to sit with that, right? So the exploitation is one thing, but they have to sit with the fact that they are making an income off of actively kicking people at their worst times. They're not bringing awareness. They're bringing awareness to these people are in trouble and in turmoil, and we're seeing broken family cycles and generational cycles that need to be broken of abuse and trauma and so on and so forth in so many of these cases. And they are using those people's trauma to weaponize to make a career out of kicking people when they're going through the worst time. Think about that genuinely. Think about the reality of that. It has now become a full-time job, and people's spouses they don't work because they rely on, well, who cares what you say or do? It's making an income for our household. That's a really, really crazy reality. Oh, to all of you guys raising your kiddos, your little buddies, thank you for doing everything you're doing for your kiddos and others. Yeah, country, I was really appalled by that. So sorry for everybody that's been going through so much, because there's like, that's the thing, you guys. You see anger and mean out of me. That's the furthest thing that is what it is. This is passion because I am sick and tired of the BS, because in the comment section amongst us are people who have suffered great losses, recent losses, significant shit that they have been struggling with in silence. Because, of course, they don't feel safe to open up on the internet or talk to people or have a support. But when people are going through this, that is what is needed, is support. That is what should be happening, is rally around people. Because at the end of the day, yes, we have a child that is missing, but all of those people weren't involved. And until we have other reasons to know, we shouldn't be kicking them. I can't believe that there was even people that think that this was a career choice. Like, this is, when you go to the career fair, is this what you say? I want to be a YouTuber who exploits people at their worst times and kicks them over and over again for content and makes up horrible, salacious rumors and runs with it. Like, that's what I want to do when I grow up. What the fuck? Yes. Chico says it best. There's so much struggle. Like, and that's what, here's the reality. And this is going to sound terrible, but if I'm being truthful, let me step it back for a second. I don't see BJ as any different than the rest of us. I really don't. However, what I see the difference in her, she's a human being that has struggles. I'm not going to admonish that. Like, she absolutely has struggles. Every human being does. So in that sense, she's just like the rest of us. She's just like all of us. We all have struggles. But she feels entitled that the world owes her something. In my opinion, this is my opinion and take on her. I think many of us have been at that one point in time in our lives where we pitied ourselves and we, why us? Why me? I deserve better. It should be easier. I think everybody has had moments like that, whether they're 5 minutes or a lifetime. People feel like, what the fuck? But some people develop this entitlement because they don't understand that, no, the world doesn't owe you shit. Everybody goes through hard shit. It's how you come out of that and how you navigate that shit. Nothing is ever easy, but it doesn't give you the entitlement. It really doesn't give you the entitlement to continue to exploit other people, their pain and suffering, because if it was done to you, you would not even remotely be okay with it. That's what I cannot understand, is these people think that it's their right. It's their right. They have freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech ends when it affects other people. But it's become this like whole genre where the world owes them something. And You know, I don't understand it. It's, yeah, it's, you gotta, if you want better, you've got to do better. Even in my own life, like, we have been through hell. Anybody can tell you, like, crazy, wild shit that all happened, like crazy shit that happened at once. Like, there is a time and place, and community is needed, because it takes a village at times. It really fucking does. I will never discount people's struggles and needing help or assistance ever. But the part about it is it's how you go about it. And if you are fighting for better, you can't expect everybody else to fight the fight that you're unwilling to take on, because it's never going to fix anything. And you become reliant on this spin cycle of poor me, poor me. Like, you got to quit being the victim of your own circumstances at a point in time. See, this is why this chat is here. This is why I have subs, because this is the reality of what we live in. The people in the comment section talking about their struggles, what they've been through. This is why we all want different for these victims and their families, because we see it. We understand this is a growing problem. Hey, sweetie. Lady Butterfly, that's amazing. You're a hell of a warrior. It's not amazing, your diagnosis, but that you are a warrior. Yeah, Jennifer Lynn, I can't even imagine. But I've also spent time in children's hospitals with mamas for weeks on end, and going out to the smoking section and sitting with mamas that knew that they were losing their child. I could tell some heartbreaking stories. That they knew it was only hours away, like, and they were just sitting there waiting over and over. I've been around some of the most humbling experiences. I had to, this is going to sound super, I got to use the right terms. There was a young boy when I lived in Washington and I was employed, and the boy got brought into where I was working as a code blue. And it was so troubling because he had been beaten. He'd been abused. And there was numerous situations going on all at the same time. And people started getting blamed. He didn't make it. People started getting blamed, like the bio mother. The bio mom wasn't even around. She wasn't even home. She was at work. But she got blamed, and just the hell that she went through at that same time, it was horrifying to see. And I was young. That changed everything for me. Like, I'll never forget watching that. They had to bring in therapists for the doctors and all of the staff and stuff. It was so horrible. It was horrifying. Just to watch those parents go through shit like that and be kicked. And then these parents, go spend a week in the children's hospital, go rock babies in the NICU. You'll see a lot of a different world out there, and it'll change you. And if it doesn't change you, it's something wrong with you. So many parents go through so much. So many people go through so much. Like, it's unfair. It's unfair. Trish, that sucks. Vehicle troubles are the absolute fucking worst. I agree. I can tell you a whole story. The internet can tell you a whole story about Kyle's fucking truck right before we were moving, and Andy, the hero, and oh my God, trust me, vehicle troubles I get absolute horrifying. The NICU for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, Duchess. Wow. That's. Am I back? Sorry, somebody called. I forgot it's connected. That's. Uh, Drowning is one of my biggest fears. Water, like, that is something. I mean, I'm safe, of course, with everything, but that's still, like, that is. Mm. Cherokee girl, yeah. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. This is what I'm gonna put this into perspective. Like, the bigger picture here is basically like being an EMT. So say you claim to be an EMT, and this isn't towards anybody, but this just made me think when you said that about the trauma that you witnessed and experienced. So let's say that you claim to be an EMT because basically these people that do this misinformation and kicking these families, they claim to be bringing awareness and highlighting things for these families, right? So they're claiming that in some way, shape, or form that they're a savior of sorts, that they are providing something to assist these families at their worst time. They're bringing awareness, right? That's what they mask themselves as. So basically, kind of like an EMT or a paramedic or something to come to save the day, right? They're coming in to help the situation. They might not fix the situation, but they're there to assist and do the right thing. Now, turn around and have that EMT come into your home, take pictures of everything in your home. You pour your heart out to them about everything that's going on. They pity you. I'm so sorry. How can I help? And when they're asked how they can help, and you say, do something, bring awareness, get my kid's name out there, so on and so forth. It would be like that EMT turning around and taking all of your information and putting it all over and using it to smear you, or just repeatedly kicking you while you lay on the floor instead of needing help. Pretty much the same thing. The EMT just comes in and kicks you over and over again because why not? That's basically what these YouTube true crime creators do. Not all of them either. The very specific bunch that exploit children like this. They're basically EMTs that go in on the scene and just start kicking the people. That's a great analogy for them. See, this is why this chat exists, though. This is why this channel exists and it's successful, is because people have been through enough and they understand enough's enough. Enough's enough. It sucks to see so many of these stories. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Trish, good God, that sucks. Vehicle problems are just a pain in the ass, honestly. Honest pain in the ass. Thank God Kyle can fix a truck too. Kyle is Mr. Fix It too. He's very handy. He not only looks good fixing stuff, but he's very handy. Vehicle troubles to a certain point, he knows his limits. Computers are usually that. Fuel pumps on a diesel, that was too much. Whatever that stupid little thing was that was recalled. Oh my God, what a headache. See? This is why people are fed up, though. Like, I don't understand why people can't see this. I really genuinely can't. But I've been on here for 2 hours and 23 minutes, and I wasn't going to come live today. I got shit to do. I got to finish this freaking class. 6 hours. I've got 4 left. I did 2 yesterday. Then I got to go take my test. Yeah, his bike is really amazing. Sheila. Yeah, you guys, see, this is why this chat exists, because so many of you have been through horrifying stuff. I'm not reading all the comments because I don't want to put your personal business on here and then have somebody clip it and then use it to weaponize it against. If you guys prefer to, I will shut the chat off on this one if you want, because I know a lot of you are sharing openly and very candidly about your lives. So if you feel more comfort in me privatizing the live chat so people can't see the replay. It is being recorded, I'm sure, just so everybody is aware. I hope people wouldn't do that, but you just never know. These roofers over here. Oh no, Jen. If you guys want me to private the chat, I can. I'm going in. Yeah, country, yeah. Oh yeah, 150. I'm gonna give it 150. Thor, you got that. You got it. Okay, I will absolutely, Miss Leah. I will. All right, y'all. Missing Marine that may be on foot in Arizona. Oh, we don't want that. It's hot here right now. We don't need anybody out on foot wandering around. Oh, Duchess, wait. Okay, you guys, you know that police officer that shot his ex and the girlfriend and took his child and ran, and they found him deceased? I lived in Yakima and the Tri-Cities, which is Pasco, Richland, Kennewick. But Wiley Elementary, I have friends that teach there. That shit is way too close to home. And I lived at Yakima when he was an officer for Yakima PD. Crazy shit. Like, this is happening, and those aren't huge areas either. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for being here. Yeah. This place is, I get really defensive when it comes to people trashing my chat, because this is some of the most humble, amazing, kind, caring, compassionate human beings I've ever met. Some of the best professionals, a lot of professionals. I might talk like a truck driver, but trust me, when that gear switches, we have no tolerance for the BS, even in professional language. I can be very articulate and very to the point without cussing if I want to. It's just colorful. And I like offending people because it shows me that they can't navigate that words are just words. Truthfully. Have a wonderful day, you all. I will shut the chat off here in just a minute on this one. So the chat will be gone. Sarah, the offer's still there. Get Brittany to put that up. I'll go clip exactly what was said, and I will show it. Yeah, Trish, I did hear about that one. Yes, for sure. I did. There's so many sad stories going on. All right. Thanks again, mods, for all you do. I hope you guys have a great day. I think my point's been established. I don't play these petty personal games. I don't know who half these people are. Nobody's safety's in jeopardy. Nobody's calling CPS over here. We don't roll like that. So save the bullshit for another day. See y'all later. I will see you guys tomorrow with content. We have a whole lot to get through. But tomorrow will be T-Rev 757. What's her name? Crime, Lies, and Bullshittery, and 1111 True Crime. See ya.